You know the feeling. That thing in the back of your mind, growing steadily louder. That thing that's calling out the fact that you feel stuck, unproductive, distracted, going around the same loop again and again, day after day. It's finally cutting through all the stress, worry, and noise of the outside world with one simple instruction. Go and create. Everything that you just saw in that introductory segment, with the exception, of course, of the drone shots, was filmed on a Fuji camera. And not only was it filmed on a Fuji camera, that was filmed using 3 different film simulations on a Fuji camera, and none of that was graded in post. Motion picture is such a dynamic way of telling stories, using things like light and shadow, camera angles, movement, and many other things. But in this video, I want to focus specifically on color and how that can be used to convey an emotion. It's kind of easy for me to get stuck in routine. Like, I tend to shoot video in like the flattest possible color profile I can get my hands on, and then work a bunch in post to grade it and bring it back to something that I feel fits the story that I'm working on. And while I suppose there is a technical advantage to doing it this way, I feel that it makes the actual act of visually telling a story a lot more mundane and less weighty. It feels less impactful. Why, you may ask? Because I feel that being able to actively see in the moment what your visuals are going to look like makes it much easier to convey the emotion that you want to convey, to tell the story that you want to tell. And it makes the storytelling process, the visual storytelling process, much more enjoyable, in my opinion. Now, most Fuji video shooters that I've seen will shoot in either F-Log or Eterna, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with this approach. In fact, I'm probably the outlier here for not shooting this way, let's be honest. Enter, once again, Fuji's film simulations. I feel that it adds an extra level of stress, so to speak, to the shooting process, because you're shooting, but you're also thinking about, okay, what's my dynamic range? What's my color space? What's all this stuff that I'm working with? And how am I going to have to manipulate that in post to get what I want? Whereas if you shoot the way I shoot, which is primarily in Astia or Classic Chrome, or sometimes I'll change the simulation up based on the mood or the feeling that I want to convey, I don't necessarily have to think about that, because I'm shooting what I want, the way I want it to look in the moment. And that eliminates a whole level of stress in post-production. I prefer to shoot in such a way that the visuals deliver a feeling, not just in the final product, but also in the moment as well. Because I feel like I create better stories, better images and better stories if I can actively feel what it is I'm creating in the moment, not just thinking about what it's going to be in the final product. Now, I mentioned in my last video, which you guys blew up, by the way, thank you. I mentioned in my last video that my personal favorite film simulations are Astia and Classic Chrome. And I like shooting video with these simulations because they feel wildly different from each other in terms of the feeling that they convey. Astia feels very warm and vivid and lifelike, whereas Classic Chrome, on the other hand, feels distant and colder and sort of detached or removed from reality. Like, things that are shot with Classic Chrome feel like you're looking at them from an outside perspective, as if it's not quite real, but it looks just real enough that you're not entirely sure. So it's bordering that funny little line between dream and reality. It's a very interesting thing, and I really, really like what it can do to convey a feeling of like distance or cold or, you know, just that removed or detached sense of things. And while it's something that doesn't exactly fit every project, that's fine, because different feelings, different emotions, different visual moods and styles for different things. All of this, of course, is completely subjective. You are more than welcome to think, feel, and shoot differently. All the statements I've made here are simply how my eye sees things and how I prefer to shoot. Like I said, you're more than welcome to think and shoot differently in whatever method works best for you. No judgment, don't worry. In fact, I'm probably the one being judged here, but it's fine. The point I'm trying to make is that it's okay to see and think and feel and create differently. It feels like there's been sort of like a standard or a status quo in the filmmaking, like the YouTube filmmaking space for a long time. Like, oh, you have to shoot log, or oh, you have to shoot flat and get the maximum dynamic range. Like, you have to shoot 10-bit, you have to shoot all this sort of stuff. But no, you don't. It's okay to think and feel and see and shoot and create differently. And Fujifilm really gives me the tools and the looks that I need to do that, and to come up with things that fit my story and shoot in a way that feels good to me and get great results while doing it. And that makes me very happy. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my little Fuji rant there. You guys absolutely blew up my last video, and I still don't understand what's going on. So thank you, like, a lot. I just want to say thank you and welcome to all of the new subscribers that have joined the channel in the last 2 to 3 weeks or so. It's honestly nuts. So thank you guys. Hopefully you enjoy the content. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more of this, hit the subscribe button down there. Ring the bell. I hear it brings you 7 years of good luck, but I'm pretty sure that's just wishful thinking. I don't know. You could try it though. Like, I mean, what do you have to lose here? Come on. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be bringing you guys more content. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. So by all means, yell at me in the comments if you think I'm wrong, or, you know, just put whatever you want to put. Maybe you just want to say hi. As always, keep shooting, stay creative. And, you know, there's always one more thing I was going to put, because 3 things feel nice, but I got nothing. So, you know, see ya.